In summer 2022, the Legoland Germany in Günzburg set a new Guinness World Record with the biggest Lego city in the world. And this is footage from 2022 that I wanted to show you what it looked like and what it was like for us to be there. So they had a dedicated place, a dedicated spot in the Miniland where they set up tables for the city. And the way it worked is that initially Lego clubs were coming and building houses, sort of like the downtown area. That they were also, I believe, displaying in, or they had been displaying in at Lego conventions. And then what happened is each and every single visitor of the Legoland had a chance to actually participate in that world record. So we did that as well. We built a house. So you were lining up, and then you got a base plate, and there were bins and buckets of pieces. And then with these pieces, you could just build a Lego house of your dream, right? I mean, not of your dream. They did not have all the parts, but the only requirement was that, or the only requirements were that the house had to have a roof, one window, and one door. At minimum, right? So this was the requirement given by Guinness, and they set out to have 500 Lego base plates covered with houses. At the end of the world record, they had, I believe, 680 houses, so the world record was broken. Would be curious to know what the world record was before that. So obviously, these are houses that were built by Lego clubs, dedicated Lego builders. The downtown area, you can also see like houses that are pretty similar to modular buildings, but it did not matter, right? It just had to be a house, a building. We also have like factories there, farms, so it really looked like a city, which I really like. And on the outskirts, like here, you have like these houses that were built by the visitors of the Legoland. We were there relatively late in the window where you could build houses for that world record, which meant that the selection of parts was not that great when we were there. Also, we did not want to spend the whole day building, and otherwise we would not have time to go shopping and ride the roller coasters and stuff like that. So we lined up for around an hour, and then the building process was also like 15 to 20 minutes. We would not want to waste our time, and but it was quite impressive to get an insight into what people were building. And also we got a free tour of one of the Legoland employees, which was quite nice. Also they have like a fire here where the field is burning down, a church, a gas station, and so on and so forth, to add to that Lego city layout. So not just buildings, you could probably stack in like 2,000 buildings into that display, but they did go that route, that they wanted also like real city atmosphere with like farm with factories and so on and so forth. So I really liked it. We actually put our house next to the airport because we are travelers. We like to travel a lot. We're going to show it to you later. But this is just a quick insight into what this looked like. And then at the end of the world record, somebody like a committee, a judge of Guinness came, the Guinness World Record. I'm sure you know these books. And they counted the houses. And then the world record was broken in a way with, I believe, 680 houses in total. And then it was deconstructed and probably got destroyed. Not the pretty houses that the Lego clubs built, but probably most of the visitors' houses got destroyed. And I would have loved to see the display for a longer period of time. I actually do not know why they deconstructed everything so quickly, but probably they needed the space because it was the 20th anniversary of the Legoland Germany last year, and probably they needed the space to do something else. They had like these shows, these special events there. Probably they also this is not used to being out in the rain. Like, this is not intended to be out in the rain. These are houses that were built by these Lego clubs and by individuals. Usually the houses in the mini land are glued, right? So this is when it rains or when it's a stormy day, I'm sure that everything will fall apart here. And like, it was just set up 2 weeks, I believe. Very limited time, unfortunately, but I quite like the city style here. They added cars, they added minifigs, and also the ideas of the people. I mean, as you can see, no house looks like another one, right? And the fantasy and yeah, really the imagination of people was really outstanding in a way. So you then were, as you finished building your house, you were then asked to place it somewhere in the city, and you could actually choose yourself where you wanted to put it. And there was only a limited number of, this is a Legoland employee that gave us the free tour, really nice guy. Um, so where did I end? Yeah, you were then asked, where do you want to put your house? And I said, can we put it next to the airport? So this is what the regular mini land looks like. And he said, yeah, there's a free open space in the uh, airport area. You can put it right next to the runway. And I said, yeah, that's great. Then we have direct access to the airport. So they were really friendly, and it was quite a cool experience to be part of that world record. The only problem was that it was damn hot on this day. It was like over 30 degrees, and the queue, the line to wait for being able to build it, like it then looks like this, mostly was in the brutal sun, right? This is Rita with our house. It looks quite weird, to be honest, but also because the selection of parts was limited there, but we managed to put in one window, at least a couple of doors, a roof, and it sits on one base plate. They even have an outside terrace with two chairs where people can relax and enjoy their time. So this is what we came up with within, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. I helped Rita, but she did most of it. Quite colorful. Also a bit, yeah, of course, a bit weird from the insides and outsides, but this is what the overall yeah, situation was like there. And there were people like building a house there for the entire day, I believe. And we said, okay, we now waited for an hour. Let's get that house done quickly so that we can move on and also go eating. And it was in the sun, right? So it was pretty hot. But this is our house that we managed to build, and they were looking if it had yeah, a door, a roof, and a window. And then you even got a certificate that you participated in that world record, and you were then asked to transport that house to the Lego city, and then you could place it basically wherever you wanted. And this is, once again, this is really cool. Good stuff there. I'm wondering if they are doing an event like this again. It really was a big success. A lot of organization as well, I believe, for the Legoland and for everyone. But it really made sense, and it was an attraction. Also, people just walked around. People were not building the houses themselves, some, but they were walking around the layout. Here Rita is thinking of where to put the house, and then we came up with the idea of putting it next to the airport, right? So we were there on like one of the last days where they offered the, yeah, being part of the world record. And this is what it looked like, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of that? It's a cool thing, actually, being part of a world record and also having the chance to build a house that is then being displayed at Legoland, right? This is really cool. So this is the airport, and this is where we put our house. So right next to the runway, as I said, and probably we are not pro builders, as you can see, but also the houses of other people were quite more more sophisticated because of the selection of parts that they had probably, and also the time that they were sacrificing for building it. But nevertheless, looked pretty cool, and we loved it. And unfortunately, next time we were there, the houses were already gone. But we have this video footage of the world Lego, of the world record of Lego, the biggest Lego city in the world. Let's see what the future brings, and tell us what you think of that world record here. Bye bye.